the channel. So you join me in the car on the way to Moel Famau. Oh god, I've lived in Wales for like 5-6 years and I haven't got a clue how to pronounce anything. I should probably do something about that, but it's this mountain hill, probably a hill, it's not really. I don't think any of the Clwydian Range, as they call it, I'm not sure any of those are mountains, but a few colleagues, a few friends at work, they've set up a hiking group, and you know, I'm often out and about with a camera on the hills anyway, so I figured I'd join it. Now of course I don't want to be recording a group of random people without their consent. This is just a small YouTube channel, so I won't be recording much, if any, of the actual walk today. But I brought my camera. I was going to bring my tripod and a 70-200 as well, but the weather, I don't know if you can tell from the side of the window here, the weather's atrocious today. I think it's just gonna be spitting all day, that fine rain that soaks you through, you know the classic. So I've just brought my main camera, Z6, and the 24-70. It's all weather sealed. There's nothing in the camera bag that will get damaged by the rain. I'm recording now on the DJI Action 4, so I'll have that in my bag, but it's unlikely it'll get used. Maybe I'll capture some footage somewhere, but I'm kind of looking right now, and it is just cloud and mist everywhere. So I'm not sure there's even going to be any views at all from the top. If you know, this tends to happen when I go over Nights on Hill. There's a place called Pendle Hill over in Lancashire. The last time I walked up that, it was just, you were in a cloud at the top. Zero photography opportunities. Anyway, I'm going to get carried on and driving now, and I'm using the inbuilt microphone from this camera, so it's going to be dreadful. If I get anything interesting or fun from this little expedition, I'll make a video about it. If not, you'll probably never see this clip. Anyway, I'm going to get driving to the car park now. I'm going to be, if I'm not careful, I'm going to be slightly late. And maybe I'll see you in a bit. So in some respects, it's quite nice sometimes just to go out for a hike and not focus entirely on trying to make a YouTube video or anything like that. And this was great, going out with a few friends. The weather was a bit interesting. Not a huge amount of opportunity for really scenic shots. I got 3 pictures that I'm going to share today in total. There were others, but I don't really want to share pictures of the guys really unless I have to. So, but just to start with, right, so the first picture here, and this is a picture of us walking towards the summit. And in this picture, you know, I was walking with my dog. I was just slightly behind people, and I realized there's a path going off into the distance, and we could see just in the top there's mist sort of around the top of the hill, but it's just kind of seeping through the trees. So I just went back just slightly. I was originally going to try and get the dog in the frame, but it wasn't really working, so I brought him back a little bit. And I just got this pic at 70mm. They're walking off down into the trees, and you've got the mist. I kind of like it. I really like this picture, but I feel like it would have been a bit more interesting if I could get more detail of the background, but you're kind of really beholden to what the mist is like. So this is my favorite picture from the trip. Composition-wise, I'm sure maybe some people have got some opinions on that. I think it's all right though, at least for me. So the other picture I have, this is from when you get to the summit. There's just this winding path. Now we didn't take this path, we took a slightly different one off to the left of the frame, partway down. This is the path from one of the other car parks. It's an easier route all the way up the hill. But you've just got the kind of Welsh countryside in the background. This is using the Adobe Modern 8 profile, which I am a sucker for. I'm sure people, I don't know if it's a color blindness thing. It kind of, a lot of the colors are slightly muted, and I think the contrast as well kind of brought up a bit at the bottom, and it gives a little bit of I just really like the feel of the Adobe Modern 08 profile in Lightroom. But yeah, I liked this picture. Not the best one I've ever taken. I just liked, you know, the path going through the picture, and I just liked the general feel of this image. Now, the only other picture, I mean, I will share this one. I've blurred out the guys. When we got right to the top, I had that brief moment which I took the previous image you just saw, and then the hill just got completely surrounded in mist the whole time. So right there you can kind of see this tower that was there. I didn't get to go up to the top of the tower to take some pictures. There was a brief moment, as I said, a few minutes, and while I was giving the dog some water, and just giving him a little snack, because, you know, he was panting quite a bit after climbing up the hill, the guys went up and they had a bit of a look around, and then the cloud rolled in. So I handed my camera off to some random woman on the hill, which she was like, "Oh, this is heavy," which I'm sure the Micro Four Thirds crowd will have some thoughts about that. But yeah, it was good. It was a good little hike. It's a good little recce, actually. I do want to do a separate hike, and I'm trying to figure out whether it would be sensible or not to do it now. Or this weekend is the bank holiday weekend. A few plans have fallen through, but I do need to tidy the house. But I do want to go out and take some pictures and do a slightly different hike from a different direction, and follow it up from Moel Famau, which is one of the previous videos that I've done. In fact, I still really need to do the D300 review. I took the D300 up the Moel Famau hill, and from there you can see this summit from that summit. In fact, I'll put an image in now of a picture from the top of Moel Famau of this, using the D300. It's not a great picture, but I saw that and thought I should walk there. And then one of these guys at work said, "Hey, let's walk up a hill," and it happened to be that hill. So yeah, I want to do another hike. This is a good little sort of test. I've gone and bought since that I've gone and bought the Peak Design capture clip. Expanding, I mean, I've got too many things now. I've got the L bracket. The good thing is I didn't even realize this when I bought it, but the Peak Design capture clip has a Arc Swiss mounting plate on the bottom. So I can have this in sling mode with one of the little anchors, or I can have it on the backpack. So I do want to go on a hike from a different vantage point and come across a couple of different other summits and get some different views down the valleys. Hopefully on a really clear day, because you can see some of the kind of Snowdon mountain ranges way in the distance from here. But anyway, I'll leave me in the car to sign off. But yeah, not many images, but it was a fun experience. Oh shit. Well, it's a couple of hours later. There's a panting doggo at the back there. I think I got a couple of okay pictures. I think it's going to be a short video. I won't share any of the face pictures of the guys I was with. But I think sharing some of the, you know, non-face pictures will be okay. So, turns out, I think we took when we got there, none of us had any phone signal. In fact, I actually can't navigate to the pub we're going to go to now because I have absolutely zero signal, so I can't do anything. Which meant we got the wrong route on the way up. But it's okay, we've got a couple of good pictures. It was a good hour and 3/4 or so. I did log it on my watch, but I forgot to start the walk until partway up. So I'll put it on a graphic on screen about the elevation game. It's a nice walk, to be honest. The dog was perhaps a little knackered by the end of it though. Anyway, right, I'm going to just sign off now so I can go and find my way to the pub, which I have absolutely no idea which direction it's in. And right now I'm just guessing, so I need to go and get some signal. In fact, I've just got 5G, so